Here's a question I get a lot. Why do massive data centers keep landing in poor or underserved areas? Short answer, the math pushes them there. First, land. These buildings are huge. Think football fields plus space for substations, cooling gear buffers. Cheaper, more available land is usually outside wealthy cores. Then incentives. Cash-strapped towns get pitched high-tech investment, so tax breaks and subsidies flow. It looks like jobs and prestige now, budgets later. Power is the big one. Data centers drink electricity, utilities cut special deals, upgrade lines, giant anchor customer. But those costs, and sometimes pollution, can get shifted onto everyone else. Zoning helps too. Industrial districts and places with lighter oversight greenlight projects faster. Fewer hearings, fewer lawyers, fewer delays. Connectivity matters. If there's fiber transmission lines cluster forming, you don't need a rich zip code. You just need a plug. Cooling and climate play a role. Cool air, cheap water that isn't priced to reflect scarcity. Even arid regions get picked if the spreadsheets say still cheaper. And yes, pushback. In communities with less political capital, it's harder to mobilize, negotiate safeguards, say no. That leverage gap is real. So what's the catch? After construction, the permanent jobs are thin. Utilities feel the strain. Electricity upgrades, water upgrades, wastewater upgrades. Neighbors get noise, diesel backup fumes, heat traffic. And enforcement? Often under-resourced. Research shows these sites cluster where infrastructure is already stressed. North Omaha is a stark example. Big data center demand helped delay shutting down a coal plant because the utility said it needed the capacity. The health burden stayed local. Why not build in wealthy areas? Land's scarce and pricey, opposition is louder and better lawyered. Upgrading urban power or fiber can be slow, disruptive, and expensive. The lowest cost bundle, land, power deals, lacks regulation, rarely exists in rich districts. What's changing? More attention to environmental justice. Some operators are cutting water use, reusing waste heat, chasing cooler climates. Communities are pushing for transparency, tougher permits, community benefit agreements, so costs aren't dumped on locals. Regulators are starting to say, "Zo'n tai van den incenden ponster aanendalsinger, noider den centurimist." In some brags, if you want, I can pull concrete case studies. Who built where, what was promised, what actually happened, how communities fought back or won better deals. Want that?